All right, guys, we got a really busy Friday. I don't know about melting, but I've got a bunch of silver. I gotta go run to the refinery, sell it to my guy. This is very heavy shit for very little money. I don't make a lot of money on this stuff, but I do it anyways because it's kind of a new venture this year for me. Yeah, so I've been buying a lot of gold so far. I've been buying a lot of silver. We've been doing diamonds with Adam. We got clients there now because we finally have this stuff rolling from our January goals. We're starting to hit those goals, so that's good. So this just adds a little extra cushion to the wallet. It's funny because, I mean, look, every dollar counts, but I gotta haul this huge box of silver around for 300 bucks. So don't look at this like it's a huge money maker. It's really not. It's more like just drive the car here and you get 300 bucks. So it's like, all right, fine. I gotta go that way anyway, so I'm not complaining. All right, Gavin. I'll see you. See you this weekend.
See ya. Peace out, guys.
What is this?
Yeah, we could have got done pressing.
Wolvyn called me. They have a watch for me to inspect. It's a vintage piece, so I'll inspect it for them and see what's going on. See if they have anything else. What's going on, man? How are you?
Come on in, man. Good to see you.
Good to see you. So what do we got? I know you guys said there's a watch you want me to check out.
16800 complete set.
Okay. Looks decent. Looks decent. Is it for sale?
It is sourced.
Oh, sourced. Yeah, you don't see a lot of these 16800s this complete, and it's amazing the price difference between a complete set and a non-complete set. You know, this was naked, it'd probably sell for around 11, maybe 11.5, but complete, it's like what, 18? Yeah. 18.5. So, yep, there you go. You have 1984 calendar, sold in 1984. That matches up. Let's see if the Submariner booklets match up. 1982. So yeah, I mean, the booklets are a couple years newer, I'm sorry, older, but other than that, this one's 1980. I mean, these two were definitely sourced to this package. So, I mean, it was definitely put together. It's not, you're not gonna, usually true honest sets, these two would match.
Right.
So this is a 1980 and this is an 82, and then the papers are 84. So if we're really like splitting hairs, these were probably added later. This sold for 32,900 Hong Kong dollars.
How much you with Josh?
Oh, hell no. I'm not drinking out of that.
Dude, come on.
No.
Dude, are you gonna drink it lukewarm?
Yes.
Or are you gonna have ice with it?
There's no way. There's no way. No chance I'm drinking out of that. Looks like all the numbers match. It's 93150. It's got the correct buckle. Let's check the class code. It's an H. Yeah, H. Should be 1983, 84. Yeah, everything matches up. Everything's correct. It's a nice watch. There's like a soft spot on the dial. Yeah, you see that corrosion on the dial? It could be like oil staining on the dial. As soon as you zoom in on it, it all goes away. But I see a lot of like degradation around that area on the text. Like it's very like, it could just be that somebody tried to clean up the dial a little bit because it's around the text. I don't know, does your camera not see that?
I see it, yeah.
This camera?
Go up a little bit. Yep, there it is. I see it.
Yeah, it's really weird. It's bugging me. Everything is different about the hands. The hands should look exactly like this. Like, you see how they react? Mm-hmm. See how it's white?
Yep.
And then you see the hand, it's like almost blue. It's not glowing. And then you see that it's almost like neon colored.
Yep.
Yeah, it's weird. It's almost as if the hands were reloomed at one point or maybe matched. I don't know. But it looks good under the loop. Could just be humidity messing with this watch. You guys got anything else interesting for show and tell? What's up with it?
48 millimeter.
48?
Enormous. Even the buckle, dude. Fat buckle.
Oh, God. It feels like an actual
Let me
handcuff.
see.
That's huge.
That's crazy.
Is it complete? That's way too huge, bro.
Like, talk about a brick, though, like a half brick.
No, that's a brick on a strap.
Yeah. Honestly, though?
That's not a half brick. That's a brick on a strap. That compensates.
Yeah, that's perfect.
No, it's not.
It's perfect.
It's not perfect.
That's sick.
Yes, sir, yes, sir, yes, sir. Let's go, baby. We hit the $1 million goal. Man, it's lit. I'm excited. Thank you guys, all the viewers, all the support. It's been a lot of love coming from every which way direction, and I'm all here for it, man. It has been quite the journey. I learned so much throughout this journey. Focusing on relationships, I think was a key factor in me wanting to do something different, right? To reach and obtain something I've never done before. I had more referrals than ever, and the way I see it, anybody can have a product to sell. It's not about a certain product. People buy from somebody that they like, obviously, so I always kind of keep that in mind. No matter who I'm speaking to, you need to have respect towards that person, be presentable, listen to what somebody's wants and needs are. And I mean, we're selling a product that people like. I come from the car industry where cars are something that people need. A dad's not always excited about waking up, going to buy Odyssey for the family, but it's something that he knows is safe and reliable and can provide for his family versus a luxury item being more emotional. Emotions are involved, they're buying something that they like, they're excited. And to me, it's a totally different playing field when it comes to sales. Switching from numbers and logical and what makes sense to relationships and, figuring out why or the history of the love for watches came from or what got them, into watches. There's so many different personalities and people that you meet from all over the world that have the same love for watches, and it gives me the chills, man. I absolutely love what I do. And I really think that had a big part in hitting that $1 million goal. Again, I could not have done it without you guys. I really appreciate that. I'm excited, it's an exciting time in the market where we are. I've been following the market along with Marco the last 15 years and just seeing where things were back then to compare to where they are now. I think you have true value behind the prices. All that hype stuff, overinflated, Tiffany's going for, don't get me wrong, Tiffany is still going for an absurd amount, but things just didn't make sense. Right now, you see logic behind these numbers. People can see where the potential is in a certain watch. You are close to retail, if not right at or below on a lot of pieces. So I think people are getting the confidence back into feeling comfortable to park money in the luxury watches. Crypto has been going up. A lot of people don't understand that real estate, crypto, all these things in the economy do factor into watches and have a part to play in where things go in the direction. So we're coming into a time that I think we're gonna start trending upwards again, slowly. I don't think we're gonna have that drastic increase, but you don't want that because the quicker you go up, the quicker you can come down. I'd rather a slow and steady market. That way you have somewhat, a little bit more control, but buy what you like. A lot of people try to make it about the dollar. Life is too short to constantly worry about finding the best deal. And I want to ask you guys something I've been thinking about. I have a lot of clients when we're negotiating, right? And it comes down to $500. Whether they see a watch listed somewhere, this other dealer has it here for $500 less. Would you, and I want you guys to comment down below, do you see value in paying, for example, $500 more from me, knowing that we have processes in place to protect both parties, authentication? There's not one watch that comes through that door that we do not authenticate. Check thoroughly, make sure it's a watch as described. If it's brand new, unworn, I don't care if it's been worn one time. That's not an unworn watch. Even if a watch is out of factory warranty, we offer a 2-year warranty. We cover shipping, fully insured. We will take care of all the small details later after the sale. I'm big on people having my personal and direct contact info because if you need to reach me, this is my passion. I enjoy what I do. I do not care. I'm gonna answer my phone and get you taken care of versus chain of command or having trouble and people kind of just treating you like a number more so than that personal touch. And to me, I see value in spending an additional, $500 more to get those things. So I want to know, do you guys see value in spending a little bit more, knowing that you'll get the proper treatment before and after, knowing that you'll get taken care of throughout the process, the communication will be there, warranties are in place, no matter what, that you are in good hands. Thank you guys so much again for the support. I really could not have hit that $1 million goal without you. I hope that we can start making this a new normal. I like to continue to go forward. You know, got to keep going in life. Don't want to stay stagnant, because if you're staying stagnant, you're moving backwards.
What's up, guys? Today I'm going to show you one of my favorite releases of 2023. So this is a new release from Rolex last year. It replaced the Cellini, and it is the Rolex 1908. And this is probably one of my favorite configurations. I would rate it number 2. My favorite one is going to be the white gold with the black dial. But this one here is the yellow gold with white dial and the brown strap. We were all pretty surprised when they discontinued the Cellini and replaced it. Most people thought that they were just going to discontinue it altogether. But I think, you know, Rolex has to have one of their dress watches, right? This one's really cool. It's a completely new model. And one of my favorite things about this, which I'm sure most of you can agree with, is the open case back. Usually Rolex movements are pretty boring, but I think this one actually is really nice to look at, especially with the open case back. Another thing that I really like about this watch is the butterfly clasp, and it's not just a regular tang buckle. It just comes out like that, and it's always connected to your wrist. This isn't just a regular leather strap. It's a factory alligator strap from Rolex, which is really, really nice touch. Something I do miss about the Cellini is the moon phase, obviously, but I love this watch because how thin it is. I believe it's a little bit thinner than what the Cellini was last year. I really love the simplicity of this watch. I really love how classic it looks. I love that Explorer looking dial with the 9, 12, and 3 showing. It's not really a textured dial, but you can see there's some texture there. And I really wouldn't call this a white dial. It's more like a silver. It's kind of matted. It's not too glossy. It looks really, really nice on the yellow gold. This is the first 1908 that I've actually seen all year. And it looks a lot better in person than it does on pictures. And I was in love with this watch when they released it. So MSRP on this watch is around $22,000. So after taxes, depending on the state that you live in, you could pay $23,500 to $24,000. I've seen these listed on the secondary market for around $27,000, $28,000. Even in wholesale chats, they're going over $25,000. We have this one here that's 2024, brand new, fresh from the AD last week for $26,000. Watches and Wonders is here in a few weeks, and I can't wait to see what brands come out with. Tell me what brands you think are going to surprise us the most in the comments below.
What's up, everybody? I just want to let you guys know, Grand Caliber, we have been crushing it as much as we can, and I want to give a huge shout out to Vic. Vic's really been grinding hard to get to that $1 million goal, and he succeeded. He got past it. Speaking of the devil, Vic, where are you at? Basically, we're down to the final needle. We're down to... So it's, you know, it's down to, I think have you crossed 1.2 yet?
I think I'm on right at the edge of 1.2. Trying to finish at 1.25 if possible.
He's going for the quarter. He's going for the quarter.
83 watches sold. You see that number?
Yeah.
Dad, what party is in?
All right.
So anyways, just want to give a huge shout out to Vic. He sold 83 watches this month, and he's almost at 1.25 for the month, which is insane. This guy's really pumping out some figures. So last few months, we've just been really focusing on like getting everything right, getting everything straight for, you know, for the rest of the year. Trying to implement some new ideas, such as bringing in jewelry, bringing in, we might even be bringing in in-house manufacturing for the jewelry side, so stay tuned for that. And I don't know yet, but we might have a new sales team member coming on board, which I'm excited to hopefully announce soon. This guy comes from the watch world, so he should be really exciting for us, as this guy sounds like a heavy go-getter. Like, he seems to know his stuff.
He does. He got a good personality.
Yeah, yeah, I've been working with this guy for quite some time as a client. Didn't know beforehand he was in our space. So we're also really excited about that. And everybody's been working hard, you know, so just want to give a shout out to everybody here, and we're just going to keep pushing and really get ready for the summertime, which I think is our slowest time of the year. So we really got to work through that. So stay tuned and we'll keep you guys updated. Also, on a side note, I got something for the guy behind the camera.
Drum roll, please.
I got you a little something. It's nothing big, but it's a little special watch. I got you this piece.
Yo.
It's a Tudor Oyster waffle dial, so it's really, really rare.
That's crazy, bro.
So waffle dials are very rare. But I know you've been working your ass off, and that doesn't go unnoticed. And I want you to have this watch from me to you.
Let's go.
So we'll probably get you a better strap for it. I don't know.
Yeah.
So I just got it in today.
It is.
Yeah, it's a neat little piece.
And you want to know what's funny? I don't know anything about that. You know, vintage is like all over the scale. So I saw that come in, I picked it up, I put it back down because like this watch looks expensive. Walk away. But I mean, it's a beautiful piece,
crazy,
man.
bro.
Yeah, it's a simple
continue
piece.
to-
I know you said you like simple, and I kept that in mind. And you know,
That's really clean.
it's a really neat. It's a very clean oyster prints. It's a waffle dial, so if you loop it out, it's actually waffle textured. It's a manual wind. It's it's a 34 millimeter, 35 millimeter, something like that. But it's a really neat watch. I just thought it was super cool when I saw it. And I was like, you know what? I know the perfect person for this watch.
Right.
Damn,
So
bro.
good
Thank
job
you,
on
man.
everything you've been
Yes, sir.
doing.
Yeah.
We appreciate you.
You
Yes,
deserve
sir.
it, man. You deserve it for sure.
Eventually, I'll
sir.
get to everybody else, but one at a time.
Thanks, bro.
Oh, and I gave him a seed weller, and I'm playing.